Should we get on with the questions then?
Yeah, go for it.
Why engineering?
Wanting to make a difference, being able to make a change. Like, this industry is constantly evolving. It's very political at times.
Yeah.
And I think being part of the team that can change things like that, bettering the environment, is important. I think that's part of the drive, especially in the water industry and engineering as well.
If you want to make the most impact, putting in a sewerage system and avoiding cholera, that will save a hell of a lot of lives. And to be part of any solutions, engineering is a really good option to go for.
Another question?
Yeah.
What makes you a great engineer? I think it's quite early in my career to know everything, but I think I've got good drive and creativity, and I like thinking of new ideas and pushing myself forwards and learning from people with more experience.
That sounds like a great engineer. Yeah.
Thank you.
So knowing where your limits are and then asking for help is great. But yeah, creativity, being prepared to think outside the box, being prepared to research different things.
I work well under pressure. I communicate effectively, and I'm not scared to ask for help or ask the questions that need to be asked. Is working in engineering everything you expected it to be? Yes, and way more. I think doing the job I do specifically, there's so much more than what people realise, and I think some people think, oh, she just sits in an office on her phone and doesn't do anything, but that's so far from the truth. I realise the impact of things now way more than I did at the start.
Cool.
What challenges have you overcome as a woman in the industry? What I struggle with is little things, like things that I don't think people even intend to offend or upset. It's like if you're going to meet a contractor on site or you're meeting people for the first time and it's something as simple as they're not shaking your hand properly. You go there with your male counterparts, all of them get a firm handshake and you get like a grab on the end of your fingers. I don't think it's ever fully intentional, I just don't understand why it's different just because, or what it feels like it's just different because I'm a woman.
Actually quite refreshing, because there have been a significant amount of changes in the last 20 years since I've been working in the industry. When I first started, we'd go out on site for like site investigation or something. There wasn't only nude calendars in every single site compound you could come across or office, but they were sponsored by the pump manufacturers and the pipe manufacturers. We're a long way from that, which is nice. I don't think it's just challenges for women. I think diversity within engineering or within any workforce, what gender you are, what colour you are, who your sexual preference is with, like any diversity, what shoe size you are, exactly, you will have a better solution if you've got a more rounded input of knowledge into different problems.
I face things probably every single day, and it's got to a point where it doesn't bother me anymore, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't bother someone else. So my email address is Vic, short for Victoria. And I would say at least once or twice a week I will have a delivery driver or someone phone me, and I'll answer the phone and they'll go, oh, sorry love, I've got the wrong number. And I'll be like, oh, hold on, what are you looking for? Oh, I'm just like delivering this. I'd be like, you've got the right contact, like it's me. Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting to have a woman on the other side of the phone. A lot of the time it's being underestimated, people not thinking I know what I'm doing. Don't think I don't have the knowledge just because I'm a woman.
What would you like to see change?
I would love to see more women in the industry, because in my eyes it's one of the leading industries for career paths, for money, for progression, for everything.
If I could like wave a magic wand at it, I would change the culture around care for children, care for elderly, whoever, because at the moment there is still a culture that is more reliant on women. I would really love the maternity package to be the same for both men and women. That would be amazing. Only good can come from it, and that would be excellent, and I think we're a long way to go. But if we ignore care, you're never going to get equality within engineering, I don't feel.
What has been your favourite project that you've worked on? I think my range of projects is quite broad. So I started my first year working on an invasive species That was very interesting because that was, a lot of it was so public facing, like it's on our website, it's at our reservoir sites that external sailing clubs use. So trying to work out how to liaise with them, what do they need, what can we provide for them.
I had a job last year, it was an aeration ditch. Our contractor had installed a liner and the liner failed. We ended up concreting it. It was quite a big job to do on my own. I did it well. I saved money, helped the environment. If I look back at my confidence at the start of that job to now, it really shows how much I've learned.
Okay, that's the last one. So where do you see yourself in 10 years? So I've got a really big mortgage, so I am expecting to be here for at least another 30 years.
I'd like to think I'm still with YTL in 10 years' time. I want to just gain as much knowledge as I can. I want to look back at previous jobs that I've done and think, wow, they were so challenging, and I did it, and have a sense of achievement.
I'd like to be in the same sector at least. Engineering is currently what I want to do, my passion, I could say. And hopefully we'll get through my degree. It's the current plan, current forecast. Probably start looking at chartership. This is what's currently planned, but if things change, I'm going to embrace it and just go for it, I think.